Team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line.
And bulldozing his way through.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tap.
There he goes, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Short throw, it's Higbee. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now back to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
11.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Big 13 heavy.
Up the middle they go. Dixon. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The Jaguars at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And ETN going to have a Jags 1st down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game.
Lawrence's throw hauled in by Washington.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
13 move.
Now Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
Oh, what a move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
Think right.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
3rd down and 13. Now Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Take right open.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, He might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Firing. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Lawrence will throw.
Flushed out right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Lawrence
got an open man. It's Washington. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down now, but that clock rolling.
on play action. Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll throw now on the final play. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Complete to Washington.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now Hill to return it.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
2nd and 13.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll go. Achane.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards, the final tally.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
18 more yards there and another 1st down. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Miami set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead. Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Back now in Jacksonville. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 14. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Will be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. But just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes to the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action now. Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That is caught. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Parker Washington
From 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. He'll hit Whitaker on the flat. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw here.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Here comes 2nd down.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Lisa 24.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Ben, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Jacksonville, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston